Hi everyone and welcome back to the Java class. So let us continue the journey to learn our database connectivity using Java program from MySQL database. So let us first review what we have done in our previous video session. In our previous video session, we have created a program that will fetch data from MySQL database. And these are the steps we have added in order to fetch the data from MySQL database. So here we have executed a query like select star from a student. So student is a name of a table that is present inside a GEU database. And here we have executed this query and we have just displayed the result from a MySQL database. So let us see what is the output of this program first. Let us run it and you will see what is the output of this program. So here we go, you can see this is a data we have already fetched from this program. So this program we have completed in our last video session. So guys, if you have not watched our previous video session, please watch it first only, then only you will be able to understand this example. So here you can see we have a MySQL workbench. Inside it, we have a database, GEU DB. Inside this database, we have already created a student table that contains some data like this is the data which is present inside a student table. And using a Java program, we have already fetched this data from MySQL database. And here we go, this is the output. So that we have done in our previous video session. In today's session, we will learn how to perform different operations on MySQL database like create, update, and delete. So let us learn how to do it. So first, I will start from how to create a database table using a Java program, right? So here, I will write a query here. So in order to create a database, table, you will simply use a create table query, create table. The table name is, for example, user. You can use any name for the table. Now inside this bracket, you will write the name of columns. So your first column is ID. Its type is integer. Second column is a name. Its type is varchar. And the third column is a password. Its type is varchar and size is 100. So this query we have used. So in order to create a table from a Java program, you will change your query, right? So your query is a create table user and ID is a name of column. The name is again name of column and password is again name of the column, right? ID is of integer type and name and password are of varchar variable character that has a 100 size. So now how to execute this query? So I'm just removing these lines. It is not required. I will remove it. Now this result set object is also not required. So in order to execute this SQL query, you will use a method like statement dot execute update method, right? So this execute update method will be used in order to execute this query and it always return an integer value. So I will write int I is equal statement stmt dot execute update query, right? So let me just show you about a statement interface. So here you can see what is a statement interface. The statement interface is a JDBC API which is used to execute our SQL statements, right? It provides various methods in order to interact with the database. So like a method is execute query that we were using previously. This method is used to execute a SQL query and return a single result set object. This method only used for a select statements. So previously we were working on a select statement that help us to fetch data from a database. The second method, it provides a execute update method. What it does, it takes a query inside as an argument. So it executes a SQL statements that modifies data such as insert, update, or delete. So if you would like to perform a insert, update, or delete statements from a Java program, you will use a execute update method of statement interface. It returns a number of row affected by this query. So let us come back to your Java programs, and here this method we have already used to execute your SQL query. So I'm just applying a condition using a if else. If I is equal 0, so I will or it will return a simple message like a table is created, right? Or I will just copy this code in order to save time and write it, table is not created. So this is a simple message. If this execute update method will return 0, it means your table is created, else your table is not created. So here, let us see your MySQL workbench. You can see here inside a GEU database, we have only one table. You can see here inside a table section, we have only one table. Name is student. So let us come to the Visual Studio Code and write and run this program. So I will run this program and let's see what is the output of it. You will run this program and you will see what is the output of it. So here the message is displayed, table is created. So let us see inside a MySQL workbench and refresh your schema. So you can refresh your schema part and you can see the user table is created. Let us expand it. Inside this we have columns, or you can see 3 columns are created: ID, name and password. ID is of integer type, name and password are of varchar type. So this is a way, guys, how to create a table from a Java program in MySQL database. So I hope you understand it, how to create a table, right? So how to insert the data inside it? So just you need to change your query. So this is a query and I will change this query, right? So here I will change this query. So in order to insert a data inside this table, you will use a insert query. So I will use insert into, then you will write a name of a table. So insert into the name of a table. Table name must be match, right? Insert into table. So now you will write your name of column names. So first column name is ID. These column name also must match. The second column is name, and third one is a password. So let me just verify these are the columns or not. So you can see the ID, name and password. So you will use these column names. After this, you will write values, and inside a bracket, you will pass values. So integer, ID is your integer type. So you will write 1001. For example, this is an ID. Then you will write a name. Name is, for example, Amit. Then you will write a password. Password, you will write like Amit123. So this is the query you are using. Insert into user, ID, name, password. These are the column. These must be matched. And values. So corresponding values must be matched, right? It is not like the first value will pass a name or second value will be ID. That must be matched according to your columns name and their data types. So right now here, again, if you would like to perform some insert operation, you will use the same method, execute update method, or it will return a non-zero value because it will return how many rows are affecting. So here I will just write I greater than 0. If I will be greater than 0, so here you will write the data is inserted, right? Data is inserted. Else here you can write data is not inserted. You can display here data is not inserted. So let us run this program and you will see what is the output of it. Run this program. Let's see what is the output of it. You can see it is showing a message data is inserted. Let me just verify from MySQL database. So here you can see I will refresh this schema and this is a user table. So how will you see the data is inserted or not? Right click on it and select row. Here you can see inside this table your data is inserted. ID is 1001, name is Amit, password is Amit123. In the similar way, you can insert more data like ID is 1002. Here you can write the name is James, password is James123. So you will run your program again and you will see a message. So it is showing data is inserted again. Now you will go to your MySQL data table. You will again verify, right click on it, select rows. Here you can see your data is inserted. So guys, I hope you understand how to insert data from your Java program in a MySQL data table. So this is a way how to create a data, how to just how to create a table and how to insert the data inside the database. So let me just show you how to update the details. So for example, in order to update the details, so simple, you will use update query. So I'm using string SQL is equal. So in order to update the data, for example, you would like to update some details corresponding to ID 1002. You would like to change the password, right, of a James. So how will you update it? You will use a update query. So what is the update query? Simple, you will use update. Then you will write the name of a table. So name of the table is user. Then you will use a set keyword. So set means set will help you which value you would like to change. For example, you would like to change the password. So you will write set password. Or here you will provide what the new password you would like to change. Update user set password. Password, for example, you would like to write James at the rate 12345. Here you will use a where clause where ID is equal 1002. So this query you will use in order to update the password of a James. So corresponding to ID 1002, you would like to update the password like James at the rate 1234. If you will see your data table, your password is James123 and your new password will be James at the rate 12345. And here the same method you will use execute update, and here you can see data is updated. You can display a message data is updated, data is not updated. So let us run this program and you will see what is the output of it. So here we go. You can see it is showing a message data is updated. You will go to MySQL workbench and you will just check data is updated or not. Right click on user, select rows, and here you can see the James password is updated. So guys, this is a way how to update your data using a Java program. Or if you would like to update multiple things together, you can simply use, or you can change a query like update user set password is equal this one, or you can use a comma operator like the name is equal if you would like to change the name and password both, right? So name is equal James, right? So you can write you would like to change the name like James Bond, right? So this is a name you would like to change, and password you would like to do James at the rate 123. So if you would like to update multiple columns, you will use this query password is equal this one. You can use a simple comma operator, name is equal James Bond, where ID is equal 1002. So let us run this program and you will see what is the output and it is working or not. So run your Java program and here we go. You can see it is showing data is updated. Let us cross verify data is updated or not. Right click on it and just see. So you can see corresponding to ID 1002, the name and password both are updated. So guys, I hope you understand how to perform the operations, how to create a table. So you will use a create table query, how to insert the data or how to update the data. Now I will show you how to delete a particular record. So in order to delete a particular record, simply you will use a delete query. So here I will use a delete query, string SQL is equal, you will use a delete query. So here I will use a delete query, delete from where you would like to delete. So you will write the name of a table, delete from user, and which records you would like to delete. So you will write here where ID is equal 1001. So this is the query you are using in order to perform the delete operations. So you can see guys, just only we are changing the query, rest code is the same. So this is not a difficult part, this is very easy part. The string SQL is equal delete from user where ID is equal 1001, right? So let us run this program and let's see your record will be deleted or not. So first, let me just show you. This is the record. We have two records, ID 1001, ID 1002, and you will run your program and will see the output. So here you can see data is updated. So let me just see, right click on it and you will see here, you can see the records corresponding to ID 1001 has been deleted successfully. So this is a way how to delete our data from a data table, guys. So I hope, guys, you understand how to perform insert, update, or delete operations from a database. So generally, what kind of error the students are doing? So sometimes the student are not using a correct database name. For example, I will just do a different database. So for example, GEU database 1 I'm using. So if you will do such kind of mistake, so please, these are the you know points you need to just cross check. Right click on it and let's see what is the output of it. You will run your program and you can see what can be the output. Here you can see it will show the error java.sql syntax error exceptions unknown database GEU DB1. So if you are getting this error unknown database GEU DB1, it means this database is not exists. So please do not do such kind of mistake. Second mistakes the student used to do, to enter the wrong username and the password. So if you will write, for example, the password is 123 root 123. So I will run it and you can see what kind of error will be thrown from the SQL. So here you can see access denied for the user root at the rate localhost using a password. It is showing your password is wrong. The password is not correct. So if you will just use your username wrong and you will run it, you can see what kind of error it will show. So these are the guys you need to check. It is showing this one, user 123. So this is root 123 username is not provided. So you need to check these points. So generally students mistakes, writing username and password wrongly. This is a database name, right? Only the change you will do. This is the name of database. This is the username and password. This may be different in your machine. And next, sometimes the student used to do a mistake in a table names. Delete from a user. For example, I will write user one, right? And you will right click on it. You can see what kind of error will come. So it will show the table GEU DB.user1 doesn't exist. It means inside a GEU database, the user1 table is not exist. So you need to check what kind of error is coming and how to solve your problems. So guys, I hope you understand how to perform the different operations on your MySQL database and data tables. So in this session, I have explained how to perform insert, update, delete, and how to create a table from a Java program. So guys, your next task is you can create a menu driven applications in order to perform different operations like create, insert, or update. You can create a menu driven application using a switch loop and create different functions in order to perform insert, update, or delete operations and call these functions according to the user choice. So guys, if you like it, please, if you understand this concept, please like the video and subscribe the channel. And please write in the comment you are able to connect your Java program with your database or not. If you are not able to connect, please write a message also. And thanks for watching. Bye bye for now. Have a great day. Enjoy your Java programming.